My wife noticed my work was depressing me and suggested I change things up, so I took her advice. I don't sharpen the axe for executions anymore, and I'm a lot happier now. As a child, I ate worms because I liked the flavor. Now I sit in agony while the worms return the favor. As the meteor entered the Earth's atmosphere, I said goodbye to my parents one last time, for they were too old to be given a spot on the spaceship. At first I thought it was funny that I always woke up with my feet hanging off the bottom of the bed. My fear grew, however, when I began to notice the scratch marks around my ankles. There have been a lot of creepypastas and two-sentence horror about dismembering little girls lately. Sorry for spamming, guys, but I have to start desensitizing people early in case I get caught. Alex was so relieved when he made it back home from the 12 rooms of horror they called the No-End House. That same relief quickly turned into dread as Alex came to notice the 13 on the front door of his house. My grandmother told me it was a gift to see the angel of death in front of people's houses, to know he would be collecting someone there soon. I thought it was a gift too, until the day I began to see it in front of every house. I tried really hard to fit in, but I failed. I have to cut his belly open a bit wider, I suppose. I felt a large spider run across my face during the night, and I tried not to panic. When the thing chasing it crawled over me too, I wish it had just been the spider. I fling myself over the edge. I feel a mixture of freedom and fear during the free fall that followed. The monstrous creature managed to snatch me in midair and flew me back up to the nest where its offspring were hungrily awaiting. Much to everyone's surprise, the zombie apocalypse was easily and quickly ended by the government. It's been decades since, and the government still hasn't revoked the martial law and given up its emergency powers. Learning how to understand Morse code was a great idea, but the rain droplets hitting the window keep saying, "He's awakened." A time traveler was sent to the future to scope out these circumvent problems. The fact that the only message that came back was, "Nice try," scared quite a few people. The hitman closed his fingers around my windpipe, cutting off my oxygen. "You're safe. I've left clues around my house, implementing my husband," I whispered, closing my eyes and waiting for death's sweet release.